मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है, तो आप लोगों को लाइव बैठ कर दिखाऊंगा, आप लोग देख सकते हो लाइव।
Aziz into the attack, starts with a full toss.
फुल टॉस।
Converted. There's a certain gentleman to my side. Slashes at it. One more boundary. Perhaps not the intended direction, but effective yet enough.
Doesn't really matter. They say when you're going to slash it hard. So that even if you edge it, it goes over the fielders, and that is exactly what Suryavanshi did. He knows what he's doing. I don't praise him too much because so far, in the 3 days that I've been doing commentary, if I praise somebody, the opposite has happened. So I leave it there.
Well, the commentators curse Manipa. You're experienced enough to know that. Shortish. Not the sweetest of connections, but it still sails over the boundary. There will be a boundary check for it though. Eventually given 6. First 6 of the match. At the end of 2, it's 17 without loss. Second. Anywhere will do. Priyansharya gets his first boundary.
Both these batters have that attitude to go after the bowler. They lose their wicket at times doing that. But what I really like is that they carry on batting the way they know, which is very important. Outside edge, doesn't really matter how they come. It's T20 cricket. Runs on the board would put pressure on the bowler.
Yes.
A little bit of aggression by Ubaid. It's been a good start for India, there is no doubt about it. But there is enough encouragement for the bowlers.
Yep, I think this is a good surface for cricket, especially for a match like this. There's something for everybody in it.
Precisely what I was about to say. If previous matches, which was a belter, seems pretty even Stevens and would bode well for a good game of cricket between two teams that are so able.
This is what international cricket is all about, challenges and how you counter them.
Clever by Ubaid. Priyansh was ready. A little toe crusher.
Ubaid's looked very impressive in the first game also, the way he was bowling. He's got a lovely action, lovely rhythm. Got a brother who's playing for Pakistan. So I think there's competition in the house and you try to beat your brother.
I was just about to say it runs in the family. There are three fast bowlers all competing against each other. The on-field umpire Hemanta Boteju from Sri Lanka. Former Sri Lankan international. Mehmood Khan from Afghanistan. As of right now, at square leg. Upish. One bounce to cover. Again, one of those situations where he says, thank God it didn't him it. And you could, if you can lip read, he's saying that the ball isn't coming onto the bat.
Yeah, it won't. That is what we saw. That was a slow delivery as well. So the bowlers also realized that this is a surface which is where the ball is going to grip. The use of the slower deliveries from the faster bowlers. You're going to see that more often than not.
Course correction. Glorious. Gorgeous.
He's got time. He's got time on hand. Picked it up so quickly. This is not an easy area to play shots. Again, a slow delivery. Batter is Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He knew exactly what was coming. He was ready for it. Look at that timing. Right from the meat of the blade. The sweetest part of the blade.
You know his intentions. At the end of 3, it's 26 without loss. Shahid Aziz is welcomed for his second over with a boundary. Priyansh Arya getting into the act as well.
Yeah, similar fashion in the way these two batters bat. Wasn't much room outside the off stump. Look at him. Got into that position, opened the face of the blade. Played it in there. He knew where he was playing it. He knew where the fielder was.
That's prompted a conference between captain and bowler. And a change in field. Deep point is being deployed. Square leg comes in. There's a deep mid wicket as well as the two fielders. Top edge. Into the Doha night sky. This could be the first scalp, and it is. Ahmad Daniel completes the catch. And Priyan Shaharya is walking back.
Yeah, that's something you need to control. You can't get carried away. You've got all the shots in the world. You've got the capability of hitting good balls.
गाइस पहला विकेट पाकिस्तान को मिल चुकी है, बहुत ज़्यादा आसानी से मिल चुकी नहीं है, बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल से मिली है, तो आप लोग देख सकते हो।
Look at that aggression. Priyan Shaharya gone for 10, 30 for 1. India A.
भैया सीधा से चला जोर देखो मैंने अटैक से चला ड्रिल ड्रिल मोबाइल में पकाई कि नहीं ओके ड्रिल में जो सही थी
Namantheer walks in at number 3, just like he did against the UAE as well. His 37th T20 match. Scores at a strike rate of 165, has 150 to his name so far.
Very good record. In 37 games, 37th game, he's just got 150. That's 62 not out to his name. It's an opportunity for him. The selectors have given him a chance to impress them.
What it also does is give a complex problem to the bowlers, because suddenly there's a left-hand, right-hand combination. So a little bit of a tweak to their plans when it comes to the bowlers. There you go. Already Irfan Khan Niazi says, I'm going to go to mid-off.
It does make a difference. I think it does make a difference if there's two left-handers or two right-handers as well, because everybody's got their own style of playing cricket, so you've got to keep thinking how to outthink them.
Watchful, careful. Need of the hour as well.
Yeah, and you can't be rash. Priyan Shaharya, now that was a rash shot. That ball wasn't there to be played over mid-wicket. And they know, they've seen him play. They know this is an important wicket. They also know that getting wickets at regular intervals is going to put pressure on the Indian batters.
Zahid Aziz, one of the replacements today, already effective. The place of Mohammad Salman. Just plays it along the ground, gets off strike, gets off the mark.
Namantheer stepped out to play that shot because the ball is not coming onto the bat. Trying to step out, but the bowler, clever bowling that. A slower delivery again.
It's completely antithetical, isn't it? You have the new ball, usually you search for swing and you search for bounce. But here is the slower deliveries that are causing problems. Thinking by Pakistani bowlers, recognizing that. Bullish, picturesque, absolutely picturesque.
Yeah, after playing that shot, he stayed there for a little bit for the photographers to take that picture. That is one shot, which is the coach's delight. The left-handers look so attractive when they're playing shots on the offside.
Hang it in the loop. Simply scintillating every time he's in the middle. Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He gave that shot a 9 out of 10, that fan. Goes short this time. Mid-on is ready. 4 overs gone, a successful over. 35 for 1. They look like the Doha skyscrapers. With 1 wicket down, Rian Sharia, courtesy Shahid Aziz. Catch taken by Daniel. Ubaid in for his third. That's how much he's impressed his captain.
Not a bad idea. If a bowler is in a good rhythm, might as well give him the third over.
Manipa, you were down in the middle. You would be salivating had you been in any of these jerseys to bowl on this pitch.
Yeah, there is some help for the. There will be some help for the spinners. You're right. I was telling somebody, I don't remember. I was coming back to the comm box, and I was saying that my coach, my captains used to really get after me. In there, beautifully timed. This time it's Namandeep.
Carved away. Yes, it was in the air, but it found the gap. Amandhir with his first boundary.
Not a very easy wicket for the bowlers as well. Too much room outside off. So there was that bounce. Smartly played. Smartly placed. Namandeep. This is what you need to do. Keep supporting Vaibhav Suryavanshi as well. Telling somebody that my captains used to really get after me on surfaces like this because I would flight the ball, try to get a wicket, get hit for a six or something, and the captain used to come and say, "What are you doing? I just told you to bowl flat," which I couldn't do. But then I would get a wicket after a couple of balls, and things would settle down. So this is a kind of a surface. You've got to know how to flight the ball. You can turn it on this surface. It's rough on top.
गाइस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो, लाइक कर दो, जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब लाइक होना चाहिए, फिर बताऊंगा आप लोगों को। चलो खैर देख लो।
He's drifted to wait for a single.
फॉलो कर दो, आप लोगों को बताऊंगा। चलो व्यूअर,
Wade into his third over.
फॉलो करो।
Yeah, it's very rare that a captain in T20 cricket, Irfan, is the captain for Pakistan A team, that gives his bowler 3 overs in a row. But this time around, it's like Ubaid is going to get a wicket. The way he's bowling, the way he's mixing his deliveries, and probably that's why he's given him the third over.
Change of angle. Goes around the wicket this time. Right by the ears. He could hear the fizz of the ball.
Effort ball. That was an effort delivery. Coming round the wicket, creating that angle to the left-hander so that the ball in the air with that angle comes into him. This time, look at that effort. Using his shoulder.
What's happening now? If you see the body language of the bowlers and the Pakistani fielders, the spotlight has been so focused on young Vaibhav Suryavanshi that they're trying to just fluster him a little bit. Bowler this time, unpredictable. Ubaid concedes only 5 in this over. 40 for 1.
Well, the seniors build the rivalry. The juniors are keeping the fire alive here. After 5, 40 for 1, India. Vaibhav Suryavanshi started from where he left on the other day. 24 of 15. Namandeep is on 6. He'll be up against Daniel. What a shot. That went like a tracer bullet. Boundary of the first ball of the over.
Absolutely wonderful stroke that, making full use of the pace available on the ball. Ahmed Daniel coming in, trying to put an effort ball straight away. And on this pitch, the batters, they would love the pace on the ball. Just have a look at this, slicing it. Wasn't a bad line, but the batter creating room, moving towards the leg side, allowing his arms to go through the stroke. Great connection. It's a very good start from India so far. Pakistan bowlers on occasions have erred in length and look to force the issue at times.
Come back. It's the last over of the power play. Both Namandhir and Vaibhav Suryavanshi will try to look to score as many runs as possible in this over.
Yeah, but they've been sensible. They haven't been slogging away. They've just waited
गाइस
for the
स्कोर
balls to
बट
be in the
ओवर
right
44
zones
स्कोर
and
मौजूद
also
है
pick the
और
correct lengths
5
to
ओवर
go through with the shots. There
मुकम्मल
has
हो
been,
चुके हैं पावर
you know,
प्ले
and I
खत्म
have not
होने वाला है
slog.
तो
This
जल्दी से
batting, it's been
सब्सक्राइब
very
और
well
लाइक
thought
शेयर
out.
कर देना
Batting so
जल्दी
far,
से
both
जाकर
from Weber and Suryavanshi. Oh, sorry, Naman.
Close to play that shot, but still went for it. Would come back after that boundary of the first ball.
Young fast bowlers, every now and then they want to see one just zipping through to the keeper. Suryavanshi has come out and batted so far, starting with the boundary of the first ball. He gets into strange positions, but he's able to maintain a beautiful balance and great flow of the bat. Wonderfully driven that. Reminds of pure Bryce Singh, that sort of a drive.
Also very good hands as well. Very good hands as well. Nicely bowled. Too close to play that shot.
I think they should take a clue from here. Whenever they cramp him for room and a touch on the shorter side, he hasn't looked very comfortable. Maybe there's a point to ponder upon for the bowlers, but then you need to be clever. They can't just keep giving him the odd boundary ball. The strike rate is 150 tonight, which was 350 the other day.
The calmness is the biggest weapon in a tense contest. At the moment, both the teams pumped up. They all bowled well so far after being hit by a boundary of the first ball. What will Suryavanshi do now? Poor delivery. Pulled it away. Not the best of timing. You'll only get a single.
Change of pace have not been very comfortable for the batters to contend with. Suryavanshi likes space on the ball. Look at him trying to create room, trying to free his arms. Remember, we spoke on the previous delivery about cramping him for room, and that is exactly what he's looking for. So the bowlers need to have good observations because he is the kind of player you give him a bit and he will take you to the cleaners.
Last ball of the power play. Namandhir on strike. Oh, what a shot! What a way to end the power play. And that brings up the 50 as well for India A. After the end of the power play, India A 50 for 1. Both the batters are on song at the moment. India A 50 for 1. Vaibhav Suryavanshi on 25. Namandhir 15 of 10. Pakistan will be desperate to break this partnership.
Saad Masood is the man being brought into the attack. He's a leg spinner. Remember, Suryavanshi is going to face him. He's a left-hander. So they're going against the matchups, but there is one thing that Saad Masood does well, and that is bowl the googly. It will be important to see how well Suryavanshi picks him from the hand and how Saad Masood goes about his business. This may be a very, very crucial spell in the context of this game.
was that an outside edge? Is there a chance? Surely heard some sound.
It's that sort of a game where the average power play scores at West End ICS first inning is 46, and so is the second inning score. And this was placed beautifully through the gap on the up. Balance of the batter, something that takes much of the appreciation. That stroke. So 2 dots to start with, not a very frequent sight. About which strokes they can play against this kind of bowling, and also getting used to the pace. All these Pakistan spinners playing today are quicker through the air. They bowl at a lower trajectory.
Googly again, but on the shorter side, and will reach the fence for 4. Picked up the googly really well, beating Sufyan Mukim in the deep.
Yeah, this is something that the Pakistan bowlers will need to avoid every over 3 or 4 good balls, and then they just let loose for a boundary, which is an easy one. Short and wide, bowling the googly, and no problems there for Naman.
And on the shorter side, straight to the fielder. Dot ball. Namandir had a very good IPL this season for Mumbai Indians. 252 runs, strike rate of 180 plus. Good ball again. End of a good over from Masood. Just 6 coming from it. After 7, India A 56 for 1. Four bowlers used so far by Pakistan A, as has been the successful one. But from that, Pakistan A are desperate to break this partnership here.
Another change, another spinner, left arm wrist spin. Now from the other end, Sufyan Mukim is the bowler. He's relatively experienced, played at the international level, represented Pakistan much quicker through the air. But with the key not to give any room to the batters. Swept away in the gap. Again, loosener to start off with. Easy pickings for the batter.
You have to give a lot of credit to Namandir to spot that gap. There was a field at deep square leg, and he made sure it goes finer.
When I watched this pair back, their calmness is very, very impressive. Both Naman and Suryavanshi have shown the other side of themselves, taking time, being sensible.
Sufyan Mukim. Flighted straight to the fielder. Bowls a lot quicker.
He does. The key would be for him to bowl stump to stump and also find a consistent good length. Otherwise, he can go for runs.
Good ball, very good ball. But they'll steal a single.
It's where he would want to be most of the time. You have to. Very good start. Sufyan bowls quick through the air. We all know that. He's got a very deceptive gully. Bowls with a flat trajectory. So it's not easy to pick him from the hand. The batters have to be careful looking at the hand, what's coming out of it.
He's got an unusual release angle as well. Releases the ball beyond that 12 o'clock, creating awkward angle, must say. Compare the likes of Kuldeep Yadav, Shamsi is different.
Suryavanshi wanted to go big. Perhaps the pace of the bowler just denying him that stroke. Another one to the total. The the two bowlers that you named like to give the ball some air. They are big spinners of the ball compared to Sufyan, who doesn't look to spin the ball. He's much quicker at you within the stumps. So different bowlers.
Into the fielder. Good bowling. Just to add to the point, his deliveries are steeper, downward trajectory, making lofted shots and swips harder to execute.
Crucial ball now. We have seen boundaries of the very first ball and of the last ball. It's important to close a decent over, which so far this is. It's a crucial ball.
And he goes big. Ruined the over with a maximum. A huge one from Namandir. 12 coming from it after 8. India A 68 for 1. Most expensive over of the innings came in the previous over. Courtesy of Namandir striking that huge 6 over deep mid wicket. Masood to continue this time. 5 of Surya once she joins the party. He's been quiet for a time now, but he is on song again.
Outstanding this. He's been making his observations, looking at the pace and the trajectory, getting used to it, and now finally he decides that it's time to go after the bowlers. And this one was asking for trouble, although it was a googly, but it was pitched so close to the batter that it didn't matter where he wanted to hit it. Across the line, but the length was there, ideal to hit. Great execution by the batter. So Indian batters attacking the very first and the last ball of most overs.
For that again, aerial, falling short of the fielder. That was lucky. 5 of Surya once she tried to play that in front of square.
This time, another googly. Surya one, she wanted to go big. A thick outside edge, falls short of the fielder. Lucky on this occasion. Only this pair getting an impact. Poor delivery once again. And the fielder not able to stop it. Another boundary. So momentum now shifting with the Indian batters. Runs are coming thick and fast.
Loves to play those sweeps. And Namandir making the most out of it. Not the best of deliveries as you mentioned rightly. Nicely executed as well.
Best thing is that both the batters have batted normally. They haven't looked to be extra aggressive or overdo something. They just waited for the bowlers to make mistakes and capitalized on them. And this is how you play in a pressure game.
In the air, straight to the fielder. Masood strikes. Namandir is gone. A bit of aggression from the bowler. India lost their second. Big wicket for Pakistan A.
Important wicket this. Naman was going very well. Batting 35 of 20 he made. Striking the ball really well. And this was not the ball. Soft dismissal, I'll call it. The Pakistan team is very happy, ecstatic about the wicket. But Naman would feel hard done. That was not the ball to get out to. Getting out on 35 of 20. India lose their second on 79.
गाइस ये देख सकते हो मैच में देखने में मसरूफ और दूसरी तरफ आप लोग देख सकते हो लाइव में बैठे हुए लोग एक में मैच लगा हुआ है दूसरे में लाइव चला रहा हूँ और आप लोग देख सकते हो
India
India
lost their
versus
second wicket.
Pakistan का live है.
Namandeep, that brings skipper Jitesh Sharma in the middle. Scored an unbeaten 83 of just 32 balls. The first match, strike of 154, best of 106, approaching towards his 3,000 runs T20 career.
Another very experienced campaigner leading the side and coming into a situation where India would want another partnership and Pakistan would love another wicket.
Holds that googly again. Holds that pretty often, slightly on the shorter side.
Yeah, he would want to gain more control over it, more authority. This one was wide as well. Just not the ideal position to hit that ball. And in the end, a soft dismissal. Yeah, he knows it. He didn't hit it where he should have. Suryavanshi is still there, the danger man. But I like what I see from him.
Comes down the track. Plays that over the cover's head. This fielder in the deep, Yasir, will cut it off. End of an eventful over. After 9, India A, 81 for 2. 81 for 2 after 9, India A. Both teams are swinging above their size. Young, hungry, relentless. Outstanding cricket all around. Seen a bit of aggression as well. Mukim comes in. Gave away 12 in his first over. Then goes that puller. Drive up Suryavanshi. Is someone who's not going to hold back.
Yeah, you ball in his zone and you'll be smashed. There is no other way about it. As far as he's concerned, he's pretty clear. The bowler just needs to adjust his line and length. Every now and then, he's erred in them. Again, too full, asking to be hit. And a batter in such form, there's no chance of sparing such stuff.
Once again, boundary of the very first ball. Goes for that again. And he will clear that comfortably. These boys don't carry baggages. They carry belief.
Wonderfully put that. Very admirable, the kind of confidence that he's shown. And he's also shown very controlled aggression. Very well-timed moves. He hasn't gone berserk because of his previous inning. He's just taken it as a new match, settled down and then gone after the bowlers. Great shot this. It wasn't very close to him. He picked the length. Did that in style.
And on the first 2 deliveries, Mukim conceding 22 of just 8 deliveries that he bowled. 5 up on 45. Goes for that big one. Perhaps an inside edge.
Nothing else would have saved him. Inside edge or otherwise, if it was later detected as being a no ball. First look, stick middle.
This time, he goes aerial again. Oh, nicely taken in the end by 5. But still, we need to check that, whether his foot touched the boundary rope or not. But at the moment, the Pakistani fielders are enjoying.
Yeah, the umpires will have a check whether the catch was taken cleanly and the foot didn't touch the skirting. The fielder seems pretty confident, but they always do. We shall find out.
Need to have a look at it again, but I think it's done really well, 5. Was traveling. He was on the move. Pressure was also there. Kept his eyes and composure.
Nothing moved. And Faik Butt has balanced himself perfectly. And in the end, that athleticism has led to completing this wonderful catch. And he's shown good temperament as well. Remember, this catch was of Suryavanshi, the guy in form, the dangerous man. And it's good piece of fielding. Brilliance. Another angle. Nothing has moved. He's a big boy, Faik Butt. If the feet were to touch the skirting, the Freemans would have moved.
Who wants to be a third umpire? Salman Butt?
One who has been striving for it. This is the moment.
Third umpire Moshid Ali Khan Shumon from Bangladesh. He's feeling it. Taking his time.
But his AC is not working. Out it is. A decision made on the basis of evidence. Nothing touching the skirtings. And Suryavanshi, after scoring an attractive 45 of 28, is gone. And it strings India 91 for 3. Spanner in the works as Vaibhav Suryavanshi departs shy of a half century at 91 for 3, 9.4. It prompts the arrival of Nihal Vadera to the crease. Ahmad Farhad Vidai joins me in the commentary box.
Yeah, good evening, and I'm sure everyone around the world watching this game between India A and Pakistan A. This is a crucial breakthrough. Two changes in the Pakistani side, Sufyan Muqim, Shahid Aziz, and what a catch from Mohammad Faik. He previously in T20s have 3 catches, but this one, the 4th one, is going to be one that he'll remember for a very long time, because you cannot give chance to Vaibhav Suryavanshi. You give him chance, he'll smash you all around the ground.
And that's what happened against the UAE. He was dropped twice when he scored that mammoth 144, but credit goes to Mohammad Faik. The athleticism, the judgment, the The fact that he didn't land his foot at all, that the left foot kept it on his toes so that he could just move away. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. An expensive over, but a successful over. Comes to an end. At the end of 10, it's 93 for 3. Yeah, as and look at the catch in the volcano of emotions. India, Pakistan. He keeps calm. He stays away from the skirting. How do you do it, Muhammad Fayed? And that's another thing. But you've done it so well to send Surya Vanshi back into the dugout. Look at that. All you think is it is touching, but then again, he just stays away somewhat, millimeters, centimeters away from the skirting. And that left leg right at the end, the way he realized that he was about to land it and he picks it up, just brilliant. Well, if you compare and contrast, previous match and this, as they try to steal a quick single, he reached there. India A hit at the 10 over mark. India A had hit 24 fours and 25 sixes in the previous game overall. But this way, halfway mark, they've scored 13 fours and 4 sixes. Nehal Vadera's record, his 55th match, a strike rate of 139, has gone past 1,000 runs. What do you want to imply? Are you looking at another 300, close to 300 runs from India? Hey, I'm sure the fans will be asking for it. Sure, the fans will be like, get us 350, because there's always the demand for more from the fans. Now you have to be realistic with the kind of wicket this is. If they reach 180 also, India A would be very, very satisfied. But at 11, you can go up to 200. You look into how the India A have batted. They've actually started off things really nicely at 97 for 3. And that man, Surya Vanshi, what a name he's making for himself every time he comes out to bat. There's an outroar from the crowd. I think they've done things quite nicely, India A. At the end of 11, it's 97 for 3.
Mandou mal, hein?